We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Absolute Power Task Force VII Issue 3. This is a 7-part mini-series from DC Comics in 2024. This time we are focusing mostly on the Justice Society. They apparently had gone to see Hal Jordan at his trailer, and that occurred in Green Lantern number 13. Well, things didn't work out, clearly, so the JSA is on the run from an Amazo with some Green Lantern powers, because he robbed most of them of their powers, including Alan Scott, and that's changed the equation a little bit in this story. So this one was written by Jeremy Adams with art by Marco Santucci. Arif Prianto did the colors, Dave Sharpe on letters, Pete Woods did the cover, edited by Marquis Draper, group editor Paul Kaminsky. Now the cover's okay, but it does relate to what's going on. Unfortunately, 2 of the people on the cover do not appear in this book at all. So having absorbed Alan Scott's powers, it's changed something in the Amazo bot, and that's making it a little slower to react. Now, it tries to talk to Waller, and she is not listening at all. And that means the Amazo bot has to find where they're headed, which is the Tower of Fate. Meanwhile, Steve Trevor is trying to uncover what exactly is going on in the facility where they're housing the superheroes and supervillains. He's trying to figure out what Waller is up to and why the heroes and villains are separated. If they're all depowered, why not have them all in the same cell blocks? But things aren't looking real good for anyone in this issue. The Amazo bot does catch up with our heroes, and one of the heroes has to make an important sacrifice that may work out in their benefit. But the storyline is continued in Green Lantern issue 14, which I'm not real interested in. So this one really isn't as good of an issue as the others, because this is mostly just a Green Lantern fill-in that probably should have just been an extra issue of the regular Green Lantern series. It's interesting that there are some differences with the Amazo bots, but this is just a selling gimmick to get you to buy Green Lantern 13 and 14. And I'm not real interested in that, because there's a lot of jumping around with some of these extra issues, and so far issue 2 is the only one I would actually recommend out of this series if you're only going to buy 1 or 2 of them. This was well written for what it is, but it's just sort of a cash grab to get you to buy 13 and 14 of Green Lantern. So you're just boosting sales by getting the middle of the story that should have been in the regular title. And that's really, really annoying. But if you were reading Green Lantern and needed the middle part of a story, here it is. Otherwise, I would say skip this one. It's an okay story, as I said. It just really doesn't add anything that you couldn't pick up from a couple of dialogue boxes in one of the other titles or reading the Green Lantern storyline. So if you're just looking to get the most impact out of Absolute Power and you just want to get the core miniseries and 1 or 2 other books, I would say skip this one. Get issue 2. It's way more relevant to what's going on in the books, and it was a little bit better written. This one was fine. I just didn't really feel like I got $4 for it. It felt like an interlude for issues 13 and 14 of Green Lantern, so this should have been issue 14, and they should have had the third part as issue 15. Instead, they wanted to cross-promote and get you to buy yet another book, which is a little bit sinister in my opinion. But I think that's a little bit sinister, and it's the kind of cash grab stuff I expect from the big 2, and it really annoys me. So I was kind of annoyed, because I was actually enjoying having more or less a complete story. And this one, you could read it as its own thing, but there's not a lot of actual resolution. So I was kind of annoyed with that. So if you're going to pick it up, get it cheap. Otherwise, you could just skip this one. Paper quality's not that good, so you're really not getting your value for the $1. And at $4, I would rather just wait and grab it out of a discount bin or a back issue bin for $1 or $2. Or get the trade paperback super cheap. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.